Beneath our feet lies a world that remains largely unseen. Tunnels, caverns, and passageways that have been hidden for centuries, sometimes millennia. These underground spaces aren't just forgotten voids. They're home to astonishing discoveries, ancient secrets, and even mysteries that defy explanation. From icy caverns tucked away below Montreal to wartime tunnels concealed in secrecy, the Earth hides remarkable stories beneath its surface. In today's video, we're taking you on a journey through some of the most eerie and unbelievable discoveries ever made in tunnels around the world. You won't believe what's been uncovered, so stay with us to dive deep into the unknown. 1. Ice Age Cavern Discovery, Montreal, Canada. In 2017, a group of explorers stumbled across an unexpected and astonishing discovery deep beneath Montreal, an Ice Age cavern. This cavern, estimated to be over 15,000 years old, was found quite by accident during an underground exploration of the region. The cavern itself wasn't easily accessible, as underground water forced researchers to navigate through it using canoes. But even more intriguing is the fact that this cavern was essentially hidden in plain sight, right under the busy streets of one of Canada's most populous cities. What's particularly fascinating about this discovery is not just the cavern itself, but the deeper implications of what such findings mean. It's easy to imagine the Earth as a static, finished product, a solid mass with no hidden treasures. But the reality is that the Earth is an ever-evolving landscape, with secrets buried beneath layers of rock and soil. For thousands of years, this cavern remained untouched, preserved in time, and unnoticed by the very people living above it. This isn't the first time such a hidden gem has been unearthed. Think of other ancient sites, like Angkor Wat in Cambodia, which was lost to the jungle for centuries before being rediscovered. The Ice Age cavern under Montreal reminds us that there's much more to our history than we often realize. Every time we dig into the earth, whether in a city or a remote wilderness, we're peeling back the layers of time, uncovering forgotten pieces of our past. And it raises an interesting question. How many other places around the world still hide similar secrets waiting to be discovered? This discovery serves as a reminder that history is far from linear. Just because we think we know the past doesn't mean we've uncovered all of it. In fact, there could be entire chapters of our human story buried under modern cities, waiting for the right moment to be revealed. The Ice Age cavern shows that our knowledge is always incomplete, and it's the ongoing process of discovery that helps us fill in the gaps. 2. Peculiar statues in the Parisian catacombs. Deep below the streets of Paris, in the labyrinthine tunnels of the catacombs, scientists uncovered a set of statues unlike any others. These statues, strange, out of place, and without clear context, have baffled researchers for years. What's truly perplexing is the fact that these statues don't fit the historical record. There's no clear explanation for their creation, and no one knows what their true purpose was. Historians and archaeologists have been left scratching their heads, wondering if these statues were part of a lost culture or a forgotten ritual. The mystery surrounding these statues is unsettling in the best way possible. Imagine finding something that seems so out of place, so foreign, that it completely defies your understanding of history. These kinds of discoveries challenge our perceptions of the past, reminding us that history is not a neat, finished story. It's messy, full of gaps, and sometimes full of mysteries that we can never fully understand. Think of the Moai statues on Easter Island, a discovery that left the world in awe for years. People wondered who built them and how they were transported. For decades, we didn't know the answer, and even today, there's still so much we don't know about them. These statues, like the ones in Paris, are examples of how certain things we discover can defy all logic, leaving us with more questions than answers. The lesson here is that sometimes, the things we find are more than just physical objects. They're pieces of a larger puzzle. However, not every puzzle has a clear solution. Sometimes we must accept that some mysteries may remain unsolved. But in those mysteries lies the magic, the endless possibilities for learning about cultures and beliefs that have long been lost to time. 3. The Saxon Palace Tunnel, Warsaw, Poland. While renovating the Saxon Palace in Warsaw, Poland, workers uncovered an old hidden tunnel system that was never previously documented. This secret tunnel, believed to have been constructed for military purposes during the 1930s, is an extraordinary find. The tunnel was concealed for a reason, likely to maintain the secrecy of its purpose, and perhaps to protect those who would have used it during the politically volatile period leading up to and during World War II. What makes this discovery so interesting is the secrecy surrounding it. The fact that it was hidden from historical records suggests just how much of history is intentionally obscured, whether for military strategy, political reasons, or simply to protect sensitive operations. The secrecy of these tunnels shows us how much we might never truly know about past events, how history can be shaped and manipulated, and how things can be erased or hidden from public view. This isn't the only instance of secret tunnels used during wartime. Many countries during World War II constructed elaborate bunker systems, hidden from the enemy, to ensure the survival of key personnel. The discovery of such tunnels serves as a reminder of the lengths to which people have gone to protect their secrets, sometimes at the cost of public knowledge. For instance, Hitler's underground bunker system in Berlin was another example of a hidden structure used for military purposes. The lesson to learn here is that history is not just about what we find, it's also about what we can never know. Some things are hidden for a reason, and sometimes we may never fully uncover all the secrets of the past. But each discovery, whether complete or partial, helps us understand the complex layers of history. 4. San Francisco Tunnels. The network of tunnels beneath San Francisco, originally built for sewage and waste management, has intrigued urban explorers for years. These tunnels, while not glamorous or exciting in the traditional sense, are vital to the functioning of the city. They form the unseen backbone of San Francisco's infrastructure, ensuring that everything runs smoothly beneath the surface. What's most fascinating about these tunnels is how essential they are to keeping one of the world's most iconic cities running. We often take these invisible systems for granted, not fully appreciating the hard work and complex networks that keep the city from falling into chaos. The tunnels beneath San Francisco, like the similar ones in New York, serve as a vital lifeline for millions of people. They may not be as glamorous as the city's famous landmarks, but without them, the city would simply cease to function. This also reminds me of the underground subway systems in other major cities around the world. The tunnels below New York City, for example, are often seen as a symbol of urban life, connecting millions of people every day. But beyond transportation, there are countless unseen systems in every city that keep everything running smoothly. The lesson here is that the most important things in life are often the ones that go unnoticed. The hidden infrastructure in our cities, whether tunnels, sewers, or electrical grids, reminds us of the invisible support systems that we rely on daily. It's a humbling thought that everything around us, from cities to societies, relies on things that are often out of sight. 5. Supernatural encounters in tunnels. Urban legends and ghost stories often find their home in the deep, dark tunnels beneath cities. The mysterious nature of these spaces, often unexplored, forgotten, and isolated, has made them fertile ground for stories about supernatural encounters. One such story comes from an old World War II tunnel in Japan, where some claim to have seen a ghost. These ghost stories have a way of capturing our imagination. There's something inherently spooky about a tunnel, something about the darkness, the uncertainty, the sense of being disconnected from the world above. We often think of tunnels as gateways to the unknown, places where reality blurs and strange things can happen. Whether it's a ghost or just a sense of unease, these stories tap into our deep-seated fears and curiosities. In the UK, there's the Hellfire Club Tunnel, associated with occult practices and paranormal sightings. It's a place that draws people in, not because of its history, but because of the mysterious energy people believe it holds. It's fascinating how certain places, especially those with a dark or troubling past, seem to attract these supernatural stories. The lesson to take from this is that while we may never fully understand the supernatural, these stories serve a purpose. They give us a way to explore our deepest fears, our curiosities, and our desire to understand the unknown. Just as science unearths the facts, folklore allows us to examine the mysteries that science can't explain. As we've seen today, tunnels aren't just pathways. They're portals to some of the most shocking and extraordinary discoveries on the planet. From ancient Ice Age caverns to secret military bunkers, and even eerie encounters with the supernatural, these underground spaces have yielded evidence of things we never expected. Each discovery opens a new window into the past, but they also remind us of how much still remains hidden beneath the surface. Whether it's through long-buried artifacts, forgotten secrets, or mysterious urban legends, tunnels continue to captivate our imaginations and challenge our understanding of history. So, the next time you walk down a familiar street, hike through a quiet forest, or simply stand still on solid ground, take a moment to think. What could be lurking beneath you? Beneath your feet could lie a forgotten history, a lost civilization, or even a mystery waiting for someone brave enough to uncover it. Maybe it's time to dig deeper, not just into the earth, but into the past itself. Who knows what we might discover next, or how it could change everything we thought we knew about our world. What do you think? Do you believe there are hidden wonders beneath our feet? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing discoveries.